Hi, and welcome to Anne's Family Recipe. Today I'm making chicken tortilla soup. Chicken tortilla soup is fast, easy, and super flavorful. It's such a great weeknight dinner. I'm starting by chopping up 1 onion and then 4 cloves of garlic. And I have this really cool tool that my mother-in-law just gave me as a gift. It is a garlic press like I've never seen before. So you can see you just press each clove through that metal grate on top and it all collects in the container at the bottom. And it also has this really cool little white piece at the top that slides out so that the garlic press is a little bit easier to clean. So far I'm really enjoying it. The one thing I would say is that the garlic pieces can only be cut to that particular size. You can't really get much finer than that, but it goes really quickly and it was the perfect tool for the garlic in this dish. So if you're wondering, where could I buy this garlic press? I have some super exciting news. I finally started an Amazon storefront. So I'm going to leave that linked in my description box below today and for every video here on out. And you can find a bunch of my most commonly used kitchen gadgets. I put some things that are sort of kitchen essentials and then some other items that are a little more unique that maybe you've never seen anybody use before and you're wondering, where did I get that? So after you watch this video, you can click on the link and kind of shop around. You don't have to pay any extra for the items, but I do get a tiny little bit of money for any items that you purchase. So I would really appreciate it if you see something you like if you bought it through my Amazon storefront. So continuing on with the chicken tortilla soup, I have my Dutch oven over about medium heat and I added a tablespoon of olive oil and then the chopped onion and garlic, and I'm just going to saute that for a couple minutes until the onion starts to soften. Next, I'm going to drain and rinse a 15-ounce can of black beans, and then I grabbed about half a bag of sweet corn out of my freezer. You can use canned corn too, but I would also drain and rinse that. And I'm using about a cup of corn. You can use more or less depending on how much you have and how much you want. The nice thing about this soup is that it's pretty versatile based on whatever you have in your pantry. So you don't have to use black beans, you could use pinto beans or kidney beans, and you could even add some other veggies into the mix too. To season the soup, I'm using 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, which is a little bit earthy and smoky, kind of a quintessential spice that you would use in Tex-Mex cooking, along with 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. Then I'm sprinkling in a little bit of salt and pepper now, and I'll taste the soup after it's cooked for a while, and I can always season it more at the end. Next, I'm placing 2 very large boneless, skinless chicken breasts on top. I'm covering this with an entire 32-ounce box of chicken broth. So this is 4 cups. And then I also have a 10-ounce can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. I chose the mild variety, and also a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And I'm not going to drain either of these. You want to add this flavorful liquid to the broth. Then I'm going to cover the pot and allow it to simmer for about 20 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. While my soup simmers, I'm going to prepare some of the fresh toppings that I add at the end of the cooking process. So I have about 1/2 cup of cilantro that I'm chopping finely. I sliced a lime in half. I'm going to use all of that juice, and then I shredded up a brick of mild cheddar. Once the chicken is completely cooked through, you can remove it from the cooking liquid, and then I placed it onto a cutting board and I started shredding it with some forks. But I also wanted to show you a great trick. You can throw all the chicken breast meat into the bowl of a stand mixer or just into a large mixing bowl and use an electric hand mixer to shred it up, and it takes less than a minute and it works really, really well. To finish off this chicken tortilla soup, I'm adding all the shredded chicken back into the broth. And I'm topping it with the juice of 1 lime and the fresh chopped cilantro. Then all you have to do is stir it all together and your soup is ready to serve. For toppings, I added a large spoonful of sour cream, some of that mild shredded cheddar cheese, lots of crushed up tortilla chips, and some more chopped cilantro. And I served this with my absolute favorite cornbread recipe, which I will link for you in the description box below. This soup is so incredible. I love that added crunch from the crushed up tortilla chips, and that fresh lime juice and cilantro seriously takes it over the top. It is so vibrant and flavorful. You are gonna love this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Anne's Family Recipe, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked my chicken tortilla soup. Thank you so much for joining me here in my kitchen, and I'll see you again soon with more family recipes.